Hey Pisces, I hope you guys are doing great today. Welcome to your beginning of December read, first week in December. Let's get right into things. My guide, these messages are general. Take what resonates, throughout the rest. Don't try to make it fit if it doesn't. And for the most complete messages, you do want to check your rising sun, moon sign, and your Venus sign, because you're a whole lot more than just Pisces. Okay, let's get right into things. So I'm going to be pulling a couple of Celtic cross spreads. The first one is going to be for you. The second one is going to be for an energy that you're dealing with. Okay, so let's pull the cards and then we'll work through them. Okay, let's see what we have here. Pisces friends, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. I hope you guys are hanging in okay with this eclipse energy, right? It's hitting you guys in the fourth house of home, your foundation, feeling grounded, feeling rooted. Okay. The sun in reverse is still super positive. It still is. Okay. So we have coming into this energy, we have the Three of Coins. And the Three of Coins is about building, right? It really is. It's about building. So Mars and Capricorn energy. Mars is that fresh path, new perspective, right? Mars rules Aries. It's that first house of self. And Capricorn rules that house, the 10th house of work. So it's about putting in the work, putting the work into something. It's like you definitely feeling like you were starting this new chapter in your life, right? This is about teamwork and collaboration and really honing in on some sort of skill or the quality of your work. This could also be really focusing on collabing with your partner, right? Even if it has to do with relationship, really trying to work together to make something happen for you, right? I was called that the architect card, right? The architect comes in and like draws the blueprints and plans and then gives it to the contractor to build. So it's like coming in and saying, okay, kind of like this is what we need to do to move forward. This current situation, we have the Knight of Coins in reverse and it's being crossed by the Four of Wands, which is a great energy. The Knight of Coins in reverse, though, does indicate you're dealing with this stubborn energy. This could be indicative of laziness, somebody not working. So maybe you're out of work. Pisces doesn't mean that you're lazy. It could be just because of the pandemic, but it's like this lack of movement, right, forward, this lack of connection, this it could be where the Coin of Pentacles, same thing, is in reverse, meaning that the money isn't coming in the way it normally is, or it could be that you're just not feeling very connected in the way that you would ultimately like. But you may be dealing with a stubborn energy, somebody who doesn't want to sort of get out of their own way regarding something that could very well move you forward. So it could be you getting in your own way or you dealing with an energy, right? Especially because it's a court card. Court card could always be you or a separate individual. That's where the court cards work. And then we have this working with the Four of Wands, which is the honeymoon energy, right? This is a very strong foundation. This is about homecoming, celebration, family, friends. It's also a reunion energy. So before you freak out, I'm not saying that you're definitely going to be reuniting with someone, particularly if you don't want to. I can only tell you the energy that's available to you. This could also be indicative of, you could be reconnecting with a job that you used to take part in, right? We have this working with this Knight of Coins in reverse. So really this could be maybe you're not in a relationship anymore and you're reconnecting with somebody, or you're not working and you're connecting with a job that you used to do at one time. But the idea here is, regardless of how it's going to be working out for you and manifesting, there is this idea of there being a strong foundation, which is really good. Now we have the crowning energy. We have you, right? I mean, Hangman, the hangwoman here in this deck. This is a Neptune energy, right? And Neptune is your ruler, right, of that 12th house. So this is about pressing the pause button and trying to get a different perspective on something. You're really very actively within yourself, trying to gain some sort of wisdom. There also could be, though, this element of feeling like either you have to sacrifice yourself for something, or you feel like you have sacrificed yourself for something. There could be a martyr energy here, and I'm not saying it's good, bad, or indifferent, but there could be this energy where you're feeling like maybe someone took advantage of you and you're realizing it now in hindsight, and you're really looking to get a different perspective on a situation. So this could certainly have to do with anything having to do with relationship, with career, a family, or friend connection. Now, as the foundation, we have the Temperance energy, which is great because this is an alchemical energy, right? I mean, it really is about compromise, right? It's about compromise, balance, harmony, and all of these things are, done through patience, right? And through self-control and through moderation and listening and empathy and really being able to hear each other, right? I mean, that's the big thing here, is hearing each other. But what's very important here is the Temperance is in astrology is connected to Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is about morals and a belief system, right? So this is about really understanding and hearing what somebody needs and you being able to articulate what it is that you need, Aries, right? You dealing with an Aries? I meant Pisces. You being able to articulate what it is that you need. Okay, so we have right now, you're in the space of the Two of Cups energy, which is beautiful, right? This is about romantic love, partnership. This is a proposal energy. This could certainly be marriage, but any kind of proposal. So if this has to do with a relationship, this could be maybe somebody asking you out, you asking somebody else out. If you're in a relatively newish relationship, it could be let's deepen this. If you're in a long-term relationship, this could be let's get married, let's get engaged, let's move in together, let's have a baby, let's do fill in the blank. If this has nothing to do with love and it has to do with career, this is a really successful conversation happening. You being able to articulate and be heard something that you need in the workplace, whether it's an adjustment in your salary, an adjustment in your hours, some sort of change, something that's on your heart that you feel like you need to be discussing and it going really well. So that's where you're at right now. The energy surrounding you. So this could be either immediately external from you or an actual individual. We have the High Priestess energy, which is about secrets and mystery and intuition and somebody trusting themselves. Now, this is not you. I don't get that this is you. I get that this is somebody external from you. So you may be feeling like somebody may be, not you feeling like, somebody may be not telling you everything of a situation, and it's because they feel like they should not be telling you everything right now. They're in a space of trusting themselves. They're in a space of trusting their own intuition, and because they may not have all the information available to them about how they feel or how they want to move forward in something, they may not be telling you everything just yet. Okay, so in your fear, let's talk about your fear before we get into the near future. We have the Queen of Swords as your fear. So the Queen of Swords, what this tells me is that you're very afraid of the absolute truth about something, Pisces. Like there's something that you're feeling really nervous about being completely honest about or hearing, right? You kind of like, so for some of you, it can be resonating where someone in your life is holding something back, but you're kind of scared. You know what I mean? Like that kind of like, be careful what you ask for, because if you're asking for the truth and you get it, like you might be nervous about what that actually means for you, because you're not going to be sure what the heck to do with that at the end of the day, because in the near future we do have the Eight of Cups energy, so you may be vibing this, right? The Eight of Cups upright is about withdrawal and retreat and moving on and needing to abandon something. But the thing is here, it's like, so I always say with this, there's sadness but no regret. Right? And I know that might sound a little confusing, but keep in mind, this is a Saturn in you. This is a Saturn in Pisces. And what that means is Saturn is all about restrictions, laws, rules, things being too structured and it becoming too heavy. And you recognizing like that at the end of the day, you were really not ever going to have whatever it is that you wanted with this person, whether it was success in work or in that relationship, whatever it is. And you sort of taking your losses, tucking your tail and walking away, right? Now, the only thing I want to say here with the Eight of Cups energy, though, or somebody may be leaving you, right? I mean, because when we're talking, very close relationship reads, the energy could always be enmeshed. But Eight of Cups, any 8 that we get, that is really prime energy for creating some nasty karma, some really good karma and some really nasty karma. So if you are leaving somebody, Pisces, if you're making the decision to move away from somebody, hopefully you do it with grace. You don't do any kind of ghosting stuff or anything like that. Of course, unless you absolutely need to. If the person is like, you know, badass crazy and you just like need to, you know, not deal with them anymore, that's different. But if you can, try to really exercise some grace, or hopefully they will, if it's happening to you, and not like a ghosting situation, right? Where there's good communication there. Now, I do want to say that as the final outcome, we have the sun reverse, and the sun reverse indicates delayed gratification. You might be experiencing some temporary depression, or the feeling like you're waiting on something, waiting. So if you left something, maybe you left that job opportunity or whatever came in having to do with work, and you made the decision to leave, now you're in a space of waiting for something new to come in, or anything like that. This could also, of course, with any sort of relationship or connection, leaving something and waiting for something else to come in. But I want to say that the sun is really positive. The sun and the world are the two most positive cards in the deck, even in the reverse. So it just means not yet. It doesn't mean not at all. It just means it's delayed. Something is going to be delayed here, okay? So that's what we have for you. This is what I'm getting that you're, or I'm getting from the cards, that you're going to be experiencing, Pisces. Now let's pull for a person that you're dealing with. Okay, that was the Chakra Tarot, for those of you who may want to know. And I think we'll do the Light Seer Tarot. Person that Pisces is dealing with. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Energies for a person that they're dealing with. This could be in relationship, a work situation, friendship, family. Any aspect of life. Pisces will know exactly who it is. Okay. Knight of Wands. Queen of Wands. This is interesting to me, Pisces, because I feel like somebody wants something more than you, perhaps. Because we have this, for them now, keep in mind, this is a subjective read. We have the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is, obviously this could be a new relationship, right? Because the cup energy are emotions. This could also be a new job, a new friendship. A page also indicates a new cycle in something. So maybe you got back together with someone, or you rekindled that friendship, you reconnected with that family member, whatever it is, or you're in a new cycle at work, whatever it is, right? But it's something that in not yours, I'm saying yours, but theirs. It's something that really resonated with their heart space, but they're in it right now. They're very confused about something, right? Because now we have the Hangman, which is you, right? I think you got yourself too, right? You both, there's confusion here, right? Because again, this is about, you know, pressing the pause button, not doing anything right now. Hopefully, but the thing is with this, you just have to be careful that it doesn't end up kind of evolving into this analysis paralysis kind of thing. They need to be careful of this too. But I feel like everybody's on pause. So, you know, if this has to do with a relationship or some kind of connection, you guys may not actually even be in communication right now, but this is about where there's sort of a stepping back, and I feel like everybody's just trying to see something differently, really gain perspective from a situation. And this is being crossed by the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands is very lusty and free-spirited energy. This is very, very, this is a creative energy as well. Now, I'm not going to lie, because the Wands are, not only they will, passion, and all that fabulous fire energy, but it's also a phallic symbol, right? So whenever we have the court cards with the Wands, it could definitely be indicative of somebody who is a little bit of a player, right? At different levels, but, you know, still, it can definitely be that kind of energy. So the Knight of Wands could be a little bit of a player energy, or a lot of bit of a player energy. Okay, now this could be them, or this could be how they see you, Pisces. That would be if it has to do with relationship, but it has to do with a career. This is somebody who definitely wants to move forward in something, but and they really want to do it, right? But there's something, and they have this fire in their belly, and they're very creative, and they feel very, very, you know, jammed up to go, but something is getting in their way and they're feeling very confused. Now, I feel like the truth has something to do with it, right? Because we have as the crowning energy, the Queen of Wands, and this is about total honesty. This is also an energy of self-sufficiency. So this does indicate that this person is a very self-sufficient person. They want to do things their way. That's the thing. When somebody is self-sufficient and they're very honest, it's like they're very capable. And a lot of times they want to do things their way, and their way may be great for them, right? But at the end of the day, they are vibing that, in the foundation, we have this Five of Swords working. This Five of Swords, because, Five of Swords is a Venus and Aquarius energy. So it's having this argument about, can anything ever be any different moving forward? Because it definitely is an argumentative energy, because it's swords. So this could be an abusive outburst. This could be somebody bullying somebody. This could even be arguing about money, even though it's a sword energy, because there's this idea of thievery here as well. But a lot of times when it comes up with swords, I feel like it could be somebody trying to steal and sort of monopolize your thinking. So what does that look like in reality? Gaslighting, deflection. No, I never said that. That's not how things rolled out. What are you talking about? You're crazy. That kind of thing, right? And you just be, and them being like, is this ever going to be any different? Now they could be the ones who are arguing, or they could be perceiving you as the one who's being very argumentative. But right now they are the Page of Wands, right? So whenever we have a page energy, it's always either new or young, could be immature or a brand new cycle. And again, going back to this wand energy, it could be just somebody who is very immature within relationship. They may be in this very immature space. So for those of you in relationship, for those of you, you could be, this person can be brand new at your job, or brand new in something that maybe you're offering, right? So maybe they're signing a lease, or they're going into business with you, or they're doing something with you on the business front. Could certainly be that, where there's this newness. They're new to something, or they're very mature. Now, it doesn't really matter. There's this lack of seasoning, I suppose is a good way of putting it, right? Is what I'm getting about them right now, Pisces. But the energy surrounding them, now this could certainly be you, or it could just be the external energy surrounding them, is this idea, again, of temperance, right? I think, did we get this for you? I think we did, right? At some point. Again, about balance and harmony. And this is about, listening and honoring somebody's belief system. Ears open. Ready to empathize with somebody, ready to cooperate. So there is this idea of cooperation that's being offered to this person. So maybe you are the one who's you're really trying very hard to cooperate with somebody, to be like, okay, I hear you, I understand, whatever, right? Or they could be in a space where they feel called to temper a situation. Now, their fear is growth. Their fear is Venus, and Venus is all about money and expansion and growing. It's beautiful, right? The Empress is the mother energy. Quite literally, this could be, maybe you're dealing with somebody who's afraid to have a baby. They're afraid of growing a business. They're afraid to sign on the dotted line, because that would kind of commit them into something that they're not sure that they're going to be able to totally follow through with. This has to do with creation and building. So really kind of fill in the blank with that. It could be growing a relationship, literally growing a family, growing a business, whatever it is. And all of those things would fit the bill, because the Empress is the mother of the tarot. So it's about this seed being planted, it being cultivated, nurtured, it coming to fruition, and then she does it again. So it's growth, growth, growth. But it's a Venus energy. Venus has to do with money, self-worth, and love. So fear, somewhere in there, right? This could be somebody who maybe just can't get the hell out of their own way, Pisces. Could be. Now, in the near future, we have the Judgment. The Judgment is about clarity and making a final decision, right? They're realizing, they're waking up to something. They're waking up and they're realizing something. So this is definitely having clarity and making a final decision regarding something that they were very confused about. But at the end of the day, in the final final decision is the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands is about feeling super, super stressed, really burdened, just too many burdens. Got to put down the wands, can't hold these up anymore, too difficult, too challenging. So it's the end of a cycle. Now, this is still a minor arcana, so it could just simply be like, I can't keep working like that. I can't keep this up anymore in this relationship. I can't keep this cycle going in whatever part of my life. I can't do it. This is them saying to themselves, I can't do it. Now, for some of the people that you're dealing with, this is absolutely a multitasker energy where they're like working, taking care of the kids, a house, whatever, and they just have so much on their plate. And they know maybe they want to leave a job, but they can't because they don't have time to look for the job, or they don't have time in their schedule to make the necessary adjustments, and them just saying, I can't do it anymore. It might not have anything to do with you. It's just if there's maybe a point of contention in this connection, that's a problem. And you're like, don't do that anymore, like quit that job, eliminate that friend and that family connection, whatever it is, and then finally saying, you know what, I have to do that. This could also certainly be ending something with you. It's going to be different for each of you, but it's the ending of a cycle, and it is a minor arcana. So this doesn't mean that something is over for good forever, but there's definitely a cycle that's ending. And of course the cycle's ending. First of all, for a lot of you, this could be maybe somebody moving out, moving in, or some sort of adjustment in the home, right? I'm only saying that because you have the lunar eclipse in Gemini in your 4th house. So it could have something to do with that. It's something that might be integral to you being able to feel grounded and safe and loved and secure in something. Could certainly be that, but this is an energy that you're dealing with. All right. So let's just get some closing oracle energies for whatever it is that you are dealing with right now, Pisces. Clean it up. Time to clean it up. Clean it up. What's on your side of the street, what's on their side of the street, and don't you dare try to clean up their side of the street. That's their responsibility. So everybody's got to put their big boy and their big girl pants on and take care of a situation and figure out what's got to go and what has to stay in order for something to change, evolve, whatever it is, right? That is definitely what's happening here. That's a really good card. So we have Pluto. Pluto's happening here, so we have transformation. Right? Pluto is the ruler of the 8th house. Then we have this 4th house energy, right? Which is where you guys are having this eclipse. It's the 30th of November, but we're still going to be feeling it into the first week of December. Absolutely, the post shadow. And then we have it in Sagittarius, and we're in Sagittarius season. So this has to do with your belief system about what it is that you actually want with your home. Where do you want to live? Do you want to redecorate? Do you want to sell? Do you want to buy? You want to ask somebody to move in with you? You want to ask somebody to move out? Do you want to move out? If it has nothing to do with a physical home or an investment, it could be you looking at how grounded, safe, and secure are you feeling something. Because I feel like that there's going to be some changes going on. There are going to be some changes going on regarding your belief system and the way you think things should be for you, for yourself moving forward. So let's pull 2 astrology cards before we wrap it up for our Pisces friends. See with Gemini, beautiful. So Gemini's, I think, Gemini's just like communicate. Gemini also has to do with siblings, learning. Gemini is a student. All kinds of communication though as well. So there's got to be some really good, solid communication going on, especially with this lunar eclipse in Gemini. Gemini is going to be the star of the week, really, for these couple of weeks, for sure. Let's see what else. And we have numinous, mystery. I like this for you guys. This reminds me very much of a Pisces energy because it's very sort of about the intuition, the occult, the unknown, the unknowable, your psychic abilities, you being very connected to the veil being very thin between worlds. And I feel like it's definitely going to be happening a lot for you guys this week. Pisces is a very heavy, because Neptune is finally going direct, right, at the end of the month, on the day before the eclipse on the 29th. And it takes a while, right, for these energies to unknot themselves. And as I've discussed many times on this channel, when a planet finally goes direct, it's like a culmination of the challenging aspects of that sign. And so the challenges of Neptune are, it's all about lack of clarity and being deep, deep, deep into the subconscious. So even though you're being made to think, please understand you may not be feeling very clear on what it is that you have to clean up. You may be reevaluating and feeling change and transformation in your belief system when it comes to what you want and need regarding either your home or what it is that you need to feel safe and secure, but you're not going to have the clarity that you will have by the end of the month. But it's not going to be wasted energy, because you're going to be seeing things. You're just not going to know really how to actually bring that to yourself right now, but it's still forward movement in a good direction. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.